Hello and welcome to my stream. Um, I just felt like broadcasting a baseball game, kind of just trying to take my mind off of various things, including still being kind of sick. Um, no fever from yesterday now, but not feeling too great. Also, you got to be careful when you've been sick. With a stomach flu or flu, you kind of want to wait 24, 48 hours before you jump back into things. And so yeah, so the game I decided to stream here. I don't know if I already said it, but it's from a replay of 1968, and it's California versus New York. I do not manage either of these teams in the replay, and so I'm just going to hit C, which stands for computer, and just let the AI do its thing and call the game. So let me go over the lineups for each team. California, the Angels, 64 and 69. Uh, Leading off for them is, I think, Vic Davalillo. Vic Davalillo is in center field. Batting second, Jim Fregosi at shortstop. Batting third, Don Mincher at first base. Batting fourth, I think it's either Rick or Rich Reichard. Batting fourth in left field. Batting fifth, I don't know if it's Rich Repos. Repos anyway in right field. Batting sixth, Bob Noop, second base. Batting seventh, Dick Egan at catcher, I think. Batting eighth, Chuck Cottier, or Cottier. I think he ended up being a manager for the Cubs or something, or a coach at least. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Harrelson. Do not know his first name. I'm not gonna guess. It's not Bud. It's the former Mets shortstop. Um, and now for the Yankees. The Yankees have a record of 66 and 65. They only recently went over 500 after starting out the season 0 21. By the way, we are on August 27th of the 1968 season. Anyway, the lineup for the Yankees. I'll move this mic a bit. The lineup for the Yankees, leading off, is Clark, second base. Yeah, I'm forgetting guys' first names right now. Batting second is Jake Gibbs, I think, at catcher. Batting third is Joe Pepitone in center field. Batting fourth, the switch hitter Roy White, left field. Batting fifth, Andy Costco, first base. Batting sixth, Rocky Colavito in right field. Formerly of the Canada A's, in my fantasy league that I was in with a whole bunch of people. Hell of a player, great fielder, and do a lot right. Really, really good ball player. Batting seventh at third base, Smith, Joe Smith. Who knows Smith? Don't remember. Batting eighth, is it Ruben Amaro at short? And batting ninth, Joe Verbanek, maybe? He's the pitcher. Oh, there, it's right up there on the middle of the screen. Yeah, Joe Verbanek. So on the mound right now to start the game with Joe Verbanek, 2 and 6 with one save, 5.35 ERA, 65 and a 2/3 innings pitched, 97 hits allowed, 9 home runs allowed, 25 walks, 26 Ks. Batters are hitting 344 versus him. In real life, they hit 284. So leading off is Vic Davalillo. Davalillo. Here's the pitch to Davalillo. He swings and hits it to Clark at second base. Great play. What a play by Horace. He throws to first. One away. Great play number 25 on the season for Horace Clark. His fielding stats for the season. He's got 108 games at second, 357 assists, 9 errors, 56 double plays, 25 great plays, 13 poor plays, 14 runs saved. So he's a good fielder. And a 986 fielding percentage. Not an easy position to field. That is for sure. I think he's 22 points higher than real life in fielding percentage. All right, next up, Jim Fregosi. Jim Fregosi getting 243 in the replay, 1 point off his real life average. 6 homers, 35 RBIs. Strikes out a fair bit. Can Verbanek get the K? Here's the pitch. It's grounded back to the mound. Verbanek throws to first for the out, 2 away. Oops. Next up, Don Mincher. Don Mincher at first base. And a 241 in the replay. 11 homers, 49 RBIs. I always get thrown off by the fact that, so for Action PC Baseball, if you look at the lower left there, Don Mincher, there's an R and a C and a G. So G's for the game. But like, I thought, R would be for the replay and C would be for the whatever. I don't know. C's just weird. But anyway, yeah, R could real life and then C for computer generated or whatever from the replay. But so sometimes I get confused in calling that. But the first set of numbers is real life. Second set of numbers is the replay. And the third is the game stats. So anyway, just thought I'd let people know. Here's the pitch, 3-2 count, and he grounds to short. Amaro over to first to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base. And after half inning, your score 0-0. Do up this inning, Clark, Gibbs, and Pepitone. Horace Clark already made a great play at second base. Now can he do something with the bat? Harrelson on the mound. Bill Harrelson. 3-0-1. One is a save. 2.70 ERA. 26 2/3 innings pitched. 18 hits allowed. 3 homers allowed. 15 walks. 14 Ks. He's only allowed batters to hit 194. Real life, he was far worse. 5.08 ERA. 1-6. So what could help a player like this? Now, Bill Harrelson, in real life, he didn't get hit hard. Batters only hit 226 against him. That's both sides of the plate, basically. He's a bit wild. But what could help a pitcher like this is his ability to K. So he had 22 Ks and 33 2/3 innings pitched in real life. And then, of course, the low batting average, right? So if he just happens to not hit those, he faces the right lineup or just doesn't hit those walk rolls, he can do better in a replay. So, and he's doing such. So here's the pitch from Harrelson. 2-0 pitch, hit to Knoop, and Knoop bobbles it, of all people. No, Bobby Knoop, 10 range and a 981 fielding percentage. That is his 14th error of the season. A shocking error. Not a good way to start the ball game for the Angels there. Clark on first, 8 runner speed and a 77% chance to steal. I expect him to go. Here's the pitch from Harrelson. And he's gone, and he's caught stealing. Egan throws him out with the 6 arm. Okay, that's a surprise. One away. Next up is Jake Gibbs. Jake Gibbs, 218 average, 3 homers, 26 RBIs. Basically doing the same as he did in real life. He's got the advantage over the pitcher. He's a lefty bat versus the righty. Here's the pitch, hit to short. Fergosi scoops it up, and it's a nice throw to first to get the runner. 2 away. Joe Pepitone. Joe Pepitone, 246 average, 16 homers, 51 RBIs. Yeah, basically doing what he did in real life. He's ahead on his home run pace, though. He's got 16. But yeah, he's got the advantage at the plate too, lefty versus the righty pitcher. Harrelson looks in for the sign from Egan. Here's the pitch, 1-0, and Pepitone flies out to shallow left. He hit a cutter out there, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, 1 error. It was. And after 1, no score. Do up this inning for California, Reichert, Repos, and Noop. Reichert, 248 average, 21 homers, 81 RBIs. So he can hit a bomb. He's ahead of his pace for home runs compared to real life. Also has been driving in more runners. He may get to the 100 mark. He has 81 on the replay. Real life he had 73. Urbanek looks in for the sign from Gibbs. He gets it. Here's the pitch. And it's smacked into left center. Saying there's a poor play there by Amaro not getting to the ball. Poor play number 4 on the replay for Amaro. So run on first, Reichert. It's above average runner, but nothing special. 61% chance to steal. Here's Roger Repos at the plate with the batter advantage. The pitch. Reichert goes. I'm a little surprised. But Reichert goes. Stolen base number 7. I mean, Gibbs is an average catcher in terms of arm and whatnot, but so I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. But stolen base number 7 for Reichert. So runner in scoring position for Repos. I don't know if I said Repos' numbers. Yeah, 16 homers, 55 RBIs, 283, 43 points higher than real life. Will they pitch around him and get to Costco, or sorry, to get to, pardon me, Noop, Egan, and Kache, or Kache, they're all right-handers. But there's nobody out, so I don't expect it actually. Urbanek pitches, and it's a long fly ball into right field. Colavito back makes the catch and gets the ball back in quickly, so Reichert can't get to third. 1 away. Bobby Noop up, hitting 251, 6 homers, 35 RBIs. Here's the pitch. 1 count. Hard grounder to Clark. Throw to first to Costco. 2 away. And now Reichert is on third, so it's all left up to Tom Egan to get a base hit and drive this runner in. Unfortunately, Tom Egan hits well below the Mendoza line. Tom Egan, 118 in the replay, 116 in real life. Now, he doesn't have that 1 homer or that 1 double that he got in real life yet, so maybe this is the time that he gets it. Urbanek with the pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike, and it's flied high and skied high, really high, into deep right field. Colavito back makes the play to retire the side, and so after 1.5 innings, we are scoreless. Do up this inning, Roy White, Costco, and Rocky Colavito. So it says there's somebody in here watching. Well, hello to you. I'm not sure who's watching, but thank you for checking in. Appreciate it. So anyways, let's get back to the game. Roy White, 262 in the replay. 16 homers, 44 RBIs. Walks a decent amount. It's got some speed. He's got the advantage. 2-2 pitch, high fly to center. Down Valilo back. I don't know why I'm having trouble saying his name. I think I heard a certain YouTube broadcaster struggle to pronounce it recently, and then I started struggling to pronounce it. So it's just ridiculous. Anyway, one away. And here's Andy Cosco. Andy Cosco hit 247 in the replay. 15 homers, 53 RBIs. It's pretty much a free swinger. He only walked 16 times in real life, and he's only walked 13 times in the replay. Harrelson looks into Egan for the sign, and he gets it, and here's the pitch. 3-1, ripped back to the mound. It was a bad throw. Goes out of play into the stands. And Cosco ends up at second. That's the second error on the season for Bill Harrelson. So a runner in scoring position for Rocky Colavito. Rocky doing much better than he did in real life, at least average-wise. He's 58 points higher, limited time. Anyway, he's got a good chance to drive a runner in here. Here's the pitch. 3-1 count. Low, and Harrelson issues the walk. There's nothing wrong with that. Sets up the force and, the natural kind of double play. There's one away. And it's Charlie Smith. Okay, that's the Smith it was. Not a Joe Smith, it's Charlie Smith. Charlie's hitting 205 in the replay with 2 homers, 6 RBIs. Here's the pitch from Harrelson. 1-2, and it's a deep fly ball, ripped to center. Definitely a little back, and he makes the play, gets the ball in quickly, 2 away. Now it's Ruben Amaro. Ruben Amaro hitting 231, almost double of what he hit in real life. He also has 4 RBIs. He had none in real life. Has the ability, though, to draw walks, doesn't strike out a lot. So that can help him in a sports sim. Because if he doesn't strike out much, he's putting the bat on the ball and, ends up in play. Might hit the field. So yeah, it's like sometimes a player like that will hit better than they did in real life. Here's the pitch to Amaro, 2-2, and it's a wild pitch. Down to second goes Colavito, down to third goes Cosco. Both runners in scoring position now. It's a 3-2 count, 2 away. Here's the pitch. He walks him, bases loaded, but thankfully it's only the pitcher up. Verbanek hitting 100 in the replay, 1 for 10 with 3 strikeouts and a walk. Harrelson looks in for the sign. It's probably going to be heat. Here's the pitch, 3-1. He walks the pitcher. Are you kidding? So we got a 1-0 ball game right now for the Yankees. Verbanek gets an RBI, helps himself out. And now we're back to the top of the lineup. Horace Clarke 0 for 1 on the day. He has the advantage versus the pitcher, lefty, switch hitter, hitting left, facing the righty. Here's the pitch, 2-2. He struck him out. That's a big pitch there. So the Yankees are up 1-0 without a hit. 3 runners left on base. And we go to the top of the third with the score. Yankees 1, Angels 0. Due up this inning, Chuck Koche, Bill Harrelson, I believe it was, and Vic Davalillo. Yeah, whatever. All right, so Koche is hitting 207 on the season, above that Mendoza line. No homers, 6 RBIs, 7 runs scored. Very productive, honestly, for a guy hitting 207. Verbanek looks in for the sun. He's got it from Gibbs. The pitch, line shot, down into the corner, the right field corner. Colavito going to get it. And Koche, round second, heads into third and gets that triple. It's number 1 on the season for Chuck. And now we have Bill Harrelson, the pitcher. Bill Harrelson, 2 for 10 in the replay, 2 runs scored, but he struck out 8 times, just like in real life in his 10 at-bats. If Urbana can't get this guy out, I don't know what to say. I think he already might have walked him already. Did he? No, that was his first at-bat. I'm thinking of something else. But anyway, Urbana gets the strikeout as expected. 1 away, runner on third still in scoring position, and it's Vic Davalillo. Vic Davalillo has had a really good campaign. He's been hitting far higher than he did in real life. He almost hit 300, but I mean, Davalillo was hitting like 350 for the longest time and whatnot. Um, but he's slowing down. I don't know if there's some sort of built-in mechanic that's slowing him down, because I know the numbers are starting to look very similar to real life, but he generally has, the advantage out there. He's a left-handed bat against these righties, but he's hitting 16 points higher than real life. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch from Verbanek, 1-1, and it's nailed up the middle into center field. Pepitone gets it, throws it back to Amaro. Davalillo drives in a run, and he's on first. 1-1 ball game. Davalillo is a threat to steal. Got a bit of speed. Fregosi at the plate, 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. Whoa, not the pitch. Verbanek does throw over to Costco to keep Davalillo in check. So said he was a threat, and Verbanek knows he's a threat. So, by the way, Davalillo safe on the play. Didn't tell you that. So runner on first. Fregosi at the plate. Here's the pitch. 3-1 count, and it's ball 4. Low pitch down in the dirt. Runners in first and second. And out comes Don Mincher. Don Mincher with a bit of pop. 11 homers, 49 RBIs. And just 375 at bats. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He has the advantage versus the pitcher. Here's the pitch, and it's lined towards second. Clark makes the play. The runners do get back, though. 2 away. Rick Reichert. 1 for 1 on the day with a stolen base. Got lots of power. Could put the Angels ahead for the first time in the ball game. Verbanek with the pitch. 2-2, and it's... Oh, I thought it was going down in the corner, and the play is made at first by Costco to retire the side. And so now we've got a 1-1 ball game going to the bottom of the third. Due up this inning are Gibbs, Pepitone, and White. So it should be a good inning for the Yankees, if all things go well. They've got the advantage in that part of the order, actually the top 4. So Harrelson looks in for the sign from Egan. By the way, Jake Gibbs at the plate, 0 for 1 on the day. It's got the sign. Here's the pitch, and it's a shallow fly ball into center. Davalillo with the easy play, 1 away. Here's Joe Pepitone. Joe Pepitone 0 for 1 on the day. Lots of pop. Can he hit one out? The pitch. 1-2. Smack down to first. Mincher makes the easy play. Takes it to the bag himself. 2 away. Roy White. Roy White, the switch hitter. 0 for 1 on the day. He also has the pop. He's batting cleanup today. The pitch from Harrelson, 3-2, fly ball in the left. Reichert has to run over, but makes the catch to retire the side. And after 3, it's a tie ball game, 1-1. California, 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors, 3 left on base. New York, 1 run, no hits, no errors, 3 left on base. Due up this inning, Repos, Noop, and Egan. Honestly, for names, I like the Roger Repos name. R&R, I guess. Anyway, kind of a cool name, Repos. Makes me think of Repo Man too. I don't know. There's probably a whole bunch of things you could do for nicknames with this guy. He's got a lot of pop, hitting 42 points higher than real life. 0 for 1 on the day. Check the chat. Hey, Barbara. Hello. Hello. I wonder if that's going to get, that's hilarious. Hello. Watch it, then flag me for Seinfeld. Hello. Oh, my Lord. Yeah. Yeah, you do your stuff. And hey, hello to your doggy too. Now I forget his name right all of a sudden. Not what's the doggy's name again? Pippin. Yeah, see that's not yet. Hello, Pippin. Hope you're enjoying the ball game. You should have snacks though. Should be getting your snacks for the ball game. He's like, yeah. Alrighty then. So I'll get back to calling this, but nice to have you in here. I was wondering where you were at one point. But yeah, I'm calling a pretty good ball game. I think it's been pretty clean so far, like in terms of presentation. The only thing, man, I wish I could just pull those facts out of my head about each player. I always thought about writing them down, but like that's a lot of work, and I'm not being paid. You know what I mean? But yeah, but also like, baseball history, you think I'd remember something about these players. I mean, I wasn't around then, so I'll cut myself some slack, but you got to learn things about the players. I know that Fregosi in this game, by the way. Fregosi interests me all the time. I think it was in Dave's broadcast. He was talking about Fregosi was there, I think, one of them. And I mentioned the Nolan Ryan trade. Just very interesting trade that he was involved in. I think bigger things were thought, were expected from Jim Fregosi, and Jim Fregosi ended up being a manager, I believe. I don't know for sure the teams, but I thought it was White Sox and Angels or something. Who knows? I know he's a coach. Anyway, that's the best I can do. Um, I know Mincher played for. Oh shoot, I shouldn't say because I don't know for sure. But I'm used to seeing him in my replays. He's a bit of an interesting player. Uh, well, who doesn't like lefty power bats? And he's not a great power hitter or anything, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, a lot of work. Yeah, a lot of work to prepare. So you know what? Thumbs up, applause for the people who do it on a regular basis and care to do it. It helps entertain us. As for me, I've always said I'm not an entertainer. I don't know what the hell I am, to be honest. I like the hobby, and so since I was 12, I've participated in the hobby. And then I had a big gap until like 2015. There was time in between actually where it's way back, but I still played a few Sims, but it was never with a community or anything, and or anyone locally or anything. Um, but yeah, anyways, props to the people that entertain us when and whatnot, and show us all the new games and whatnot. And yeah. So, anyways, hello to Pippin again. Now I know your name, or I was reminded of it. All right, back to baseball. Back to the game. Roger Repos. Yeah, I just like the name. I like the name. Here's the pitch from Verbanek. 1-0, and it's a curveball. Smack down to third. Smith over and throws to first. And what? I thought it was just going to be routine. And he's safe at first. Repos safe with. Yeah, they said he looked out. I thought he looked out too. Unbelievable. The heck. All right, so runner on first. Pretty fast. Only 59% chance to steal, but I think he's gonna be. Yeah, Bobby Knoop is up. Bobby Knoop, 0 for 1 on the day. He's kind of a free swinger, no power free swinger. So probably not a smart idea to send him, or just straight send him. don't have, I don't know. Bobby Newt, no threat to bunt. He's only a 2 rated bunter. In Action PC, 10 is the highest rating for this type of thing. So here's the pitch from Verbanek. Whoa, and it gets by Clark. Gets by the second baseman Clark on the throw. Repos ends up at third. That's an error on Gibbs. E2. That's the 8th stolen base of the season for Repos. So he did go. It was wild, so it's a ball. So I assume that, yeah, so Noop didn't swing. That's kind of what I thought would happen on the play. If he's going to go, there's going to be no swing. Some people say swing to protect the batter, but I just, okay, if I'm manager, I want Repos, I want them concentrating on specific things. Like, okay, maybe that doesn't make any sense. I can't explain myself right now. Anyway, Repos at third, Bobby Noop up. Here's the pitch. Bobby Noop. Come on, Verbanek. Bobby Noop lines it into right field, base hit, RBI for Noop, his 36th of the season. And we've got a 2-1 ball game for the Angels. Next up, Tom Egan. Tom, don't call me Mario Mendoza. Egan, 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. 2-0. It's a deep fly. What the heck? I was just... See, when you expect an out, it's just... It's a deep fly ball to left. He killed it. Deep into the night. Bye-bye. Gone. That says it's a day ball game. What the heck? This is game 2. Sure, it's a night ball game. Look at the sky. It's black on the screen. So, I mean, anyway, we got a 4-1 ball game now. 342-foot shot. Tom Egan out of nowhere. That's his first of the season. So he gets that one, that he had in real life right now and gives his team insurance. Tom Egan. There you go. Next up is Chuck Kache. 1 for 1 on the day with a triple as a run scored. Here's the pitch from Verbanek. He's still in there. There's no problem with him still being in there. The way I set the game up, I have it be 5 earned runs before a computer manager will pull them. Although, you know what I mean? Like, if you're thinking baseball, and we, all of us that play this game, or if you just watch baseball, you're thinking like the manager, and it doesn't look like Verbanek's got it. He hasn't had much help in the field. I get it too. There's 2 errors. But anyway, Kache with a triple? Holy, things are really coming undone here. I mean, that's his second. What the hell? That's his second triple of the day. He had 1 in all of real life, and he has 2 now in the replay, but 2 today. What the hell? Holy crow, 2 triples to start the game. 2 for 2. Well, this is getting wild. Now we have the pitcher Bill Harrelson up. Now with Verbanek, by the way, too, another thing that I would say about him, Verbanek was 6 and 7 in real life with 4 saves, 3.15 ERA. Okay, he allowed 104 hits versus in 97, only 97 innings pitched. So he allowed more hits than innings pitched, and Action PC's got better with it, but pitchers that allow more hits than innings pitched, it used to be way worse, but they would just get absolutely shelled. And the reason is because every time that Verbanek will go out there, it's based on his end of season stats. So like right now, he's allowed in the replay 36 more hits than innings pitched. So yeah, it's tough for these sort of pitchers. But I think I was gonna say something else. Oh yeah. So basically, with that all said, you kind of don't really want to go too long with a pitcher like this. Once you smell that there's blood in the water and a whole bit, you got to get them out of there. But I don't interfere with how the computer manages. I've set it a certain way. I guess I'm trying to think. You might be able to set a shorter pull for these type of pitchers, and I don't need to think about that because then it's going to have me thinking about doing this season again. But yeah, just a thought, actually. could individually set pitchers. These type of guys, yeah, anyway, he's gonna get rocked. It's just inevitable. Oh, he struck out the pitcher. I'm not gonna applaud him for striking out the pitcher, but it's one away. Runner on third. In scoring position, Vic Davalillo up. Vic Davalillo, 1 for 2 with an RBI. Looks in for the sign from Gibbs. Here's the pitch. 0-2 count. It's smacked to second. Clark over to his right. Throws to first. Across his body to first. Records the out, but another run scores. It's a 5-1 ball game. Now they're bringing in Dooley Womack. Dooley Womack coming into the game for the Yankees. Dooley Womack on the replay. 3.17 ERA, 4-5 record, no saves, 48 in the third innings pitched, 57 hits allowed, 5 homers allowed, 20 walks, 15 Ks. He's allowed batters to hit 308 versus the 244 he only allowed in real life. So that's been a bit of an issue for him. And interesting, he allowed less hits than innings pitched in real life. I never generally see those guys get rocked. And he's allowed almost 10 more hits than innings pitched. But, with each iteration of the game, sometimes things are how do I say it? There's things here and there that can be different each year with the game. They've got to, spice it up. Good or bad, or I don't even know how to put it. It's not necessarily bad. They just got to give you a reason to buy the product, change things up. Here we go. Anyway, Fregosi up 0 for 1 today in a walk, and it was hit to short, I believe, and then thrown to first, and that retires the side, but not before the Angels score 4, and we've got a 5-1 ball game. They should be up anyway. 5 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors, 3 left on base. The Yankees, 1 run somehow off of no hits, 1 error, 3 left on base. Due up this inning, Costco, Calavito, and Smith. They had a chance to score some runs this inning. Andy Costco, 0 for 1 on the day with a run scored. Harrelson with the pitch. 0-2, swung and lined. A leaping catch by Bobby Knoop. Great play, number 31. Not surprising with the 10 range and 981 fielding percentage. I think he might have had trouble earlier in the game there, though. But, he's back on track. So great play, 1 away. Now we have Rocky Calavito, formerly of the Cleveland Indians. And he's walked. Harrelson walks him. Not intentionally. Just a curve outside, a bit outside. A bit inside, sorry. Runner on first, 1 away. Now we have Charlie Smith. Charlie Smith, 0 for 1 on the day. He's got the pop. It's a free swinger. Here's the pitch. Oh, no, it's not the pitch. Egan visiting the mound. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why he would go out when the guy's been pitching really well. Leave him alone. But the pitcher just told him to go back. But now we have a pass ball. I don't know what the catcher is doing, but if this all goes to crap, blame Egan. There was no reason. I mean, they go out there to make sure they have the signs right with a runner on, I guess. I know about that, but just saying. 3-0 pitch, smacked to Knoop. He throws to first to Mincher, 2 away. Runner on Calavito went to third, runner in scoring position, and now it's Ruben Amaro. Ruben Amaro on the day has a walk. Here's the pitch to Amaro, 3-2, and he walks again. So, yeah, I mentioned it earlier, too. He can draw walks. There we go. I think he had 9 and, 50-something at bats in real life. So, we got runners on the corners, and Dooley Womack up. I don't expect him to hit. They got to get back in this ball game. Pitcher up right now. The relief pitcher. And they are going to pinch hit with Gene Michael. Gene Michael, did he become... He might have become the GM, or he was involved in the Yankees organization anyway. I know that much. Was he a coach? Was he a manager? I can't remember. I think he was a GM. Am I wrong? lately my dice, I'm back to the chat. Sorry there, no, not sorry. I just want to check it so often. My games rolling the dice have been nothing like real life. Wild. Yeah. Generally, with what I play, I find everything's pretty realistic. But, you know. Although I will say that there are certain things. See, with true cards and dice, I think so when they make a game, they have a system and a formula. And well, I assume with the PC games they do too, but there's a few cards lately I'm wondering about from another game that out there that I'm like, why is this guy not doing what I think he should do? And of course, people always say, well, you need 8,000 replays to know a billion. But sometimes certain things stand out, and you're like, it's like, it could be, I don't know. I'm generally, I keep an eye on things closely, and in my one replay in 1933, I'm really, really wondering about Earl Combs' card for payoff pitch. We will see what happens in the future with him, but yeah, I don't know why I went off on all that. Who gives a crap? Let's get back to the ball game. Um, oh yeah, you mentioned. I know why I said it. Yeah, because you were talking about realism and whatnot. I don't know. We don't need to get into all that. This is a hobby, but yeah, in our hobby, I will say this: we want realism. Most of us want realism. Some people are afraid to talk about it. I'm not. Okay. And by the way, when I'm looking at something and mention something, it's so that others look at it and maybe share information that can, say, hey, look at this, what this player's doing in my replay. And we compare stuff, and then we figure out whether or not something's a problem. You know. Um, but anyway, yeah, Gene Michaels up. He's gonna pinch hit for Womack. 2-1 count. What the heck? Just a wild pitch from Harrelson. Yeah, you know what, Egan? Why did you visit the mound? He has just. Oh my goodness. So, wild pitch, runner scores. Amaro goes to second. You don't give a talking to a pitcher that's doing well. Like, you just don't. Holy moly. So, again, Amaro on second. Average runner, scoring position, and it's G. Michael still at the plate. By the way, Gene Michael hitting under a buck for the replay. 154 at bats, 2 homers, 4 RBIs, 37 Ks in those 154 at bats. My goodness. I mean, in real life, he wasn't. You know what? I'm going to say he was much better. I'm sorry. At least he was almost like hitting 200. He's hitting 097 in the replay. Like, dude. Anyway, here's the pitch to Gene Michael. Fly ball to center. Davila back makes the play. Retires the side, but the Yankees somehow score and have 2 runs on no hits. 2 runs on no hits in this game for the Yankees. Top of the fifth, California leading 5-2. Due up for the Angels, Mincher, Reichert, and Repos. Mincher 0 for 2 on the day. Let's see who pitches for the Yankees. Fritz is coming in. Fritz Peterson. Okay. I didn't really expect that. Fritz is 11-6 in the replay, no saves, 2.45 ERA, 154 innings pitched, 144 hits allowed, 9 homers allowed, 20 walks, 77 Ks. Batters are hitting 243 against them, basically the same as what happened in real life. So we got a lefty in there against the lefty Mincher. 0-1, and the pitch is lined to second, but right at Clark. Right at Clark, and he makes the play, 1 away. Rick Reichert 1 for 2 on the day with a stolen base. He has the advantage here now. Could he hit a tater? And he smacks it into center field, base hit, runner on first. No threat to steal, but an above average runner. Now it's Roger Repos at the plate, 1 for 2 on the day with a run scored and a stolen base. He's looking for his 100th hit of the season. He's having a very good replay. but it's lefty against lefty. It's going to be tough here. In real life, he only hit 221 versus lefties. Peterson with the... Peterson. Did I say... I swear I think I said Peterson. Peterson with the pitch. Struck him out. Down goes Repose. 2 away. Bobby Knoop. 1 for 2 on the day with a RBI and a run scored. Runner on first. They might send him. Only 40% chance to steal. They might send him. You never know. Yeah, just like the other time where he just went on his own. They had Knoop not swing. We'll see. Nope, he didn't go. Actually, he did start. So he might have been going. Fly ball to right field. The out made, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the 5th with your score. Angels 5, Yankees 2. Due up. Clark, Gibbs, and Pepitone. These guys got to get it going. We're at the top of the order yet again. Harrelson, 88 pitches so far. 44 innings pitched. No hits allowed, no homers allowed. 5 walks, 1K. Here's the pitch to an 0 for 2 Horace Clark. Clark cuts and lines it into right field, but Repose is there and makes the catch. Makes the catch in shallow right. 1 away. Got Jake Gibbs. Jake Gibbs 0 for 2 on the day. Harrelson looks in for the sign from Egan. Tells him to stay behind the dang plate and not visit the mound so much. The pitch. 2-2 swung on and missed. Harrelson gets the strikeout. 2 away. Joe Pepitone 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. 2-0 count. Joe bloops it into center. What? Oh, I thought it was a hit. Blooped it into center field, but it was gotten to retire the side. So no runs and no hits. Oh my goodness. So through 5, the Yankees have 2 runs, no hits, and 1 error, and 4 left on base. Goodness gracious. All right, top of the 6th. Due up for the Angels, Egan, Cartier, and Harrelson. So if I was managing, these guys would be out. Not Harrelson, but I'd be looking at pinch hitters. I start right in the 6th. Get my 5 innings in for the official or whatever game, and then I, take the as-played players out if I wanted. But this is not my team, so here we go. Peterson pitching to Egan. 1-1, and it's popped back near the screen. Gibbs. Oh, he made the play. Flips his mask aside and put it away for the out. 1 away. Conche up 2 for 2. I think it's Cartier. Is that how they said it? 2 for 2. 2 triples, 2 runs scored. Will he get his 3rd triple in a row? That would be, I can't imagine the odds, but that would be amazing if it happened. He does have the advantage at the plate. Here's the pitch. Oh, Tony rips it deep. He did rip. Hey, he made a go of it. He ripped it deep to left center. Pepitone under it and puts it away for the out, but he hit it to a deep part of the ballpark. So no triple from that time, but 2 away. Bill Harrelson up. Bill Harrelson 0 for 2 on the day with 2 Ks. He's a pitcher, so expected. Peterson with the pitch. 0-2 struck him out. Down goes Harrelson. And so we go to the bottom of the 6th with your score. California 5, New York 2. Due up this inning, Roy White, Andy Costco, and Rocky Calavito. Roy White 0 for 2 on the day. Has the advantage at the plate. Here's the pitch. Just notice that Harrelson is over 100 pitches. That was a beautiful play there. A barehander by Conche to throw to first. It was close. 1 away. Costco up. 0 for 2 on the day, Andy Costco. Run scored. I guess he walked or got on a fielder's choice or something. No, he didn't walk, so he must have got on a fielder's choice before. Or an error. Here's the pitch to Andy Costco. Swing and a miss, punched him out. You know, every time I see Andy Costco, it popped in my head. I'm thinking of Andy Pafko, played for the 45 Cubs. I don't know. That's happened. I just figured that out. Don't. Anyway, just a me thing. So 2 away, and Rocky Colavito up. Rocky, 2 walks on the day. The run scored. Harrelson with the pitch. 0-2. Smacked to short. Fregosi. Pretty good shortstop. Throws to first to make the play. Retire to the side. And after 6, 5-2. Ball game. Yankees still are looking for their first, you know what? I'm not going to say it now. Said it, I think, a few times before, but I don't want to say it no more if I did. It's interesting. Got some weird history being made, maybe. So due up this inning for the Angels in the top of the 7th. Davalillo, Fregosi, and Mincher. Peterson on the mound. So far, 2 innings pitched, 1 hit allowed, no homers, no walks, 2 Ks. Here's the pitch to Davalillo. 2-2, smacked into center field, base hit. Runner on first, 7 rated speed. 66% chance to steal. With Fregosi at the plate, not a contact hitter. Probably not a good time to send him. Also, you got the lefty on the mound. Probably not going to go. Here's the pitch from Peterson. Oh, he does go, and he gets his 10th steal of the season. That's more than he had in real life. He's into double digits now. So a surprising steal from Davalillo. I mean, the catcher's an average catcher, but you had a lefty on the mound. You had Fregosi, who's not a contact hitter. So anyways, you got that runner at second now. The pitch to Fregosi, 0-1, popped up to first. Costco makes the easy play, 1 away. Kind of pointless. If you're going to... It's kind of a tough call. No, it's not a tough call. Fregosi was the number 2 hitter. So that should have been, I don't remember what Fregosi's bunt rating was, but even if it was crappy, I don't know, up 5-2 already. Can't let him hit. He has the advantage, but, you know, after the steal, whatever, it's baseball. There's a whole bunch you can do. Anyways, I'm going to go check the chat. I guess you're just listening. Yeah, so I just remember that. You said you were going to listen in and do your own thing. But thanks again for coming in, Barbara. All right, let me go back to the game screen. But baseball's fun. All the strategy, yeah, it's just fun. And that's why it's interesting, too, when you look at the, organizing the computer managers, you look at what they're doing and you're like, oh, man, I want him to do this a certain way or that a certain way. It's just a constant battle. It's fun, though. I mean, it drives you mad sometimes, but, sometimes when they do it right, it's pretty cool, too, And sometimes I've seen them do surprising things, and then you're like, you make an argument for it. Like you come up with an argument that makes sense for it. And yeah. All right, so Peterson on the mound, runner in scoring position. Don Mincher up. This is lefty versus lefty, advantage to the pitcher. 0-for-3 on the day is Mincher. The pitch. And it's smacked into right field. Base hit. Runner doesn't score. Colavito, it's funny, it says 6-arm, but Colavito was a good fielding outfielder. Maybe reputation kept Davalillo at Davila or whatever at third. So we got runners on the corners, and it's Rick Reichert. It's R&R. 2-for-3 on the day with a stolen base. They could walk him and then face Repos. Peterson would have the advantage then. Would set up the force, but Repos has got power. And they may pinch hit for Repos, but I wouldn't expect to. A 5-hitter. They're already up 5-2. I don't. If they want to keep in the ball game, they sure as hell can. So yeah, we'll see what he does here. Let's see what Peterson does. I don't think he's too afraid of any hitter though. He's a pretty good pitcher. So here's the pitch. It's a 0-1 curveball, smacked down to third. Oh no, infield hit. Third hit of the day for Reichert. Good for him, but that's a tough way to allow that run to score. Not even a bad fielding third baseman, too. So the run scores, and it's 6-2 California Angels. Runners on first and second, and now it's Roger Repos. Let's see what they do with this situation. Repos 1 for 3 on the day with a run, scored, stolen base, and a K. He hit 221 versus lefties in real life. 0-2. Oh boy, man. Wild pitch. Wild thing. So we've got runners in scoring, 2 runners in scoring position now. He's still going to, I assume he's going to pitch to Repos. 1-2 count. He's going to strike him out, probably. Ripped to second. Clark makes another fine play today. Hauls it in. 2 away. He's had to deal with some liners. Hard liners on the infield. He's made the plays. Now we've got Bobby Knoop. Bobby Knoop, 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI and a run scored. Bit of a free swinger. Again, no power. Could you know what's funny is as bad as Knoop is in terms of being a free swinger, Egan's on deck. He's not much of a hitter, but didn't Egan hit his home run? I can't remember right now. Got a bad memory. But yeah, maybe I don't try hard enough. I think it was Egan that hit that homer earlier to make to extend the lead. So here we go anyway. Oh, Gibbs goes out, make sure they got their signs right. And it's a high fly ball hit deep into right center. White over, he makes the catch to retire the side. So go to the bottom of the 7th, we score 6-2 Angels. Harrelson is tiring, 112 pitches. Charlie Smith at the plate. Due up this inning, Smith, Amaro, and Peterson. Here's the pitch from Harrelson, 1-1. Smack to Harrelson, throws to first. It's closer than I thought it would be. 1 away. Morrow, 0 for 0 on the day. He's got the 2 walks. Here's the pitch from Harrelson, 1-0, and smack to third. Kache throws over to first. In time, 2 away. Fritz Peterson. And they're going to pinch hit for him with Dick Hauser. Now, Dick Hauser was a manager and a coach. Dick Hauser, Kansas City Royals? God, I hate how I question things, but I don't. It's Kansas City Royals, I'm sure of it. I don't know if he was with the Cardinals at all either, but anyway. Dick Hauser to pinch hit. Hitting under the Mendoza line. Didn't see what happened, sorry there, but I couldn't call it, but he was out. So that ended that inning. We go to the top of the 8th with the score 6-2. Still 6-2 Angels. And the Yankees are still doing what they're doing. 2-0-1 for them right now. In the top of the 8th. We're going to the 8th. By the way, we have a pitching change for the Yankees. Steve Hamilton coming into the ball game. Steve Hamilton, 2-2 on the season with 6 saves. A 1.78 ERA, 35 1/3 innings pitched, 24 hits allowed, 1 home run allowed. So, by the way, the 1 home run allowed, he didn't allow a home run in real life. I like how Action PC still allows for the possibility of every player doing something unexpected. 11 walks against 26 Ks, holding batters to a 188, minuscule 188 average. So here's Tom Egan. Yeah, 1 for 3 on the day with a homer, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. The surprising hero of this game. Here's the pitch to Tom, and he struck him out. Down he goes, 1 away. Chuck Kache. I wish his name was just Cotter. It'd be easier to say. Chuck Kache. Cottier. 2 for 3 on the day with 2 triples, 2 runs scored. Here's the pitch from Hamilton, 1-1. Grounded to short. Amaro makes an error. Error number 3 on the season. So runner on first. No threat to steal in Chuck. And up next is Bill Harrelson. Now, I saw that Bill Harrelson was showing as tired. We'll see what they do. Will he bunt. He's a 0 bunter. Probably just, yeah, he just swings away. On a 3-1 count, he should have just took. So it's smack to Hamilton. Fields it, throws to second for the 1. No throw to first. Alrighty. So 2 away. And up steps Vic Davalillo. Vic is 2 for 4 on the day with 2 RBIs, a run scored, stolen base. Again, heck of a season for him. Hamilton has the advantage versus Davalillo. Don't expect Harrelson to be running, despite being 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Hamilton. 3-1 pitch, and he walks him. Runners on first and second with 2 outs, and up steps Jim Fregosi. Jim Fregosi 0 for 3 on the day with a walk. I was talking about triples earlier. Look at Jim Fregosi. 13 triples on the replay. 13 in real life, but that's a lot of triples. Holy moly. Free swinger. He's got the advantage here, though. Real life, he hit 251 versus lefties, as opposed to the 240 hit versus righties. Hamilton looks in for the sign from Gibbs. He gets it. The pitch, 0-1. Fastball smack down the left field line. White goes into the corner to retrieve it. Smith, I guess, should have had it. And so White had to retrieve it, gets it back in, but not before 2 more runs score to make it an 8-2 ball game for the Angels. That is the 17th double of the season for Fregosi. Fregosi 1 for 4 with a double, 2 RBIs, and a walk. 8-2 Angels. Now we have Don Mincher up. Don Mincher. Okay, we've got a tired Steve Hamilton. And they may leave him in because he's got the advantage versus Mincher. I would assume. This is probably his last batter. Here's the pitch. 2-1, and it's skied high. Fly ball to center, and he retires the batter, and it retires the side, but not before they get 2 more runs. Game's gotten out of hand in the last 2 innings. 3 insurance runs to make the score 8-2. Now we go to the bottom of the 8th, and the Yankees are still looking for something. Horace Clarke up, followed by Gibbs and Pepitone. Horace Clarke 0 for 3 on the day with a K. Harrelson appears tired, 121 pitches. Here's the pitch, 1-2. It's grounded to second. Knoop with an amazing play. What the? Wait, what? Amazing play to his right. He throws across his body, but Mincher knocks it down and then records the out. So that would have been a hit, I think, because they would have said that Knoop had to go a long way to get it. I think it would have been a hit, but no hit for the Yankees. 1 away. Next up, Jake Gibbs. Jake Gibbs 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch from Harrelson. 0-2. Struck him out. Inside corner. Down he goes. That's the 5th K for Bill Harrelson in 7 2/3 innings pitched. So 2 away. And it's Joe Pepitone. 0 for 3 on the day. 1-1 pitch, and it's a deep fly ball. No, please don't. He catches it. Thank God. Repos makes a beautiful catch, saves the day, and we are going to the 9th with your score 8-2. 8-2. An exciting 8-2 ball game. If you look up at the scoreboard, and I know that people just listening can't look up at the scoreboard, but the Yankees are missing something in one of you got your runs, your hits, and your errors. They got 2 runs, and they got 2 errors, but the hit section is missing something. So we go to the top of the 9th, 8-2. Angels up. Reichert, Repos, and Knoop. Reichert, 3 for 4 on the day with an RBI and a stolen base. Hamilton looks in for the sign. The pitch, 1-2, struck him out. Down he goes. Second K of the day for Steve Hamilton in relief. Here's Roger Repos, 1 for 4 in the game with a run scored, stolen base, strikeout. Here's the pitch. Surprised they didn't pinch hit for him. And it's a base hit. By the way, actually, you kind of, if you're superstitious, you kind of keep all the same guys in the game with what's going on. Anyway, I won't say it, but so we got Roger Repos at first. He's a threat to steal despite the percentage. And it's Bobby Knoop. Bobby Knoop at the plate has the advantage, 1 for 4 in the day with RBI and a run scored. So this turned out to be much more exciting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably download this one. This one's gonna be a keeper. I think this might get shared to the different Facebook pages. I think I've called a pretty good game considering, the color ain't there, but hey, I'm not feeling better. I was like about to say I'm feeling better. Like I'm feeling energized from the game a little bit there, but like no, stomach's a bother, but it's good. Having a good time. So yeah, this is very exciting, Barbara. Oh shit! I swore. Hey, I almost went a full broadcast without swearing. But anyway, and I swore because you tell me you're Nelly, not Barbara. Nelly. And I'm not going to be singing or rapping tonight. So, thank God. So let's get back to the ball game here. 1 away. Runner on first. Could be a threat to go. Bobby Knoop, the pitch to, now they're going to take out Steve Hamilton. Coming into the game is Fred Talbot. 5-7 on the replay with no saves, 3.15 ERA, 94 and a third innings pitched, 83 hits allowed, 5 homers allowed, 27 walks, 62 Ks. Batters hitting just 236 against him. So, will they pinch hit for Bobby Knoop? Get a lefty bat in there? I don't know. I doubt it. They're already up 8-2. I wouldn't do it. Keep that good fielding second baseman in there for good reason right now. Going to the bottom of the 9th. Oops, it's a base hit. Actually, a double. Poor play. I don't know what Pepitone was doing out there. Double number 19 on the season for Knoop. Repos scores. It's 9-2. Did I already say that? Anyways, it's 9-2. Now we have Tom Egan up, the unexpected early hero. Hit a home run. 1 for 4 on the day, a homer, 2 RBIs, and a run scored, 1K. He's also calling a heck of a ball game. I don't know. It's heck of a ball game. So you get those surprise heroes, right? Tom Egan could be part of history and hit that big homer, and yeah, that's why I love baseball. So Talbot in there, he's allowed the 1 hit thus far. Here's the pitch to Egan, who's eager to swing the bat, and he lines it down to third. 2 away. Chuck Cottier. Chuck. 2 for 4 on the day with 2 triples, 2 runs scored. Talbot looks in to the catcher for the sign. Gibbs gives it the pitch. And he lines it. Didn't line it. Hit on the ground down to short. To Amaro. Throws to first. And that retires the side. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. This is good. This is interesting. So we don't got a close ball game, but we've got possible history being made. Harrelson looks very tired, they say. 134 pitches, 8 innings pitched, no comment. No home runs allowed, 5 walks, 5 Ks. Roy White, Costco, and Calavito up. So, man, some tough bats. White at the plate, 0 for 3 on the day, has the advantage. Here's the... No. Okay, I'm in a replay, but I'm broadcasting. No way am I going to pull. I don't care. Like, usually I'll just let it go, but I'm here. I'm here. I'm now. This is, yeah, during my replays, I've had it where, oh my gosh, I look back, oh, the the computer manager pulls the pitcher, throwing, making history. And you know what? I hate to do this, but I'm overriding the computer manager. Dude, why would you pull him in this spot? Allow computer manager to change lineup. I gotta make sure and that's it. No. So here's the pitch to White. It's hit high, deep. Repos over and makes the catch. One away. Harrelson at 138 pitches now. And it's Andy Cosco for 3 on the day with a run scored and a K. This is actually, I didn't expect this. I mean, nobody expects, whatever, but it's just like it wasn't a random ball game. It's just a regular ball game on the schedule. It's not one of my teams I manage. So this is pretty exciting. I wasn't expecting to have the energy to broadcast. I just wanted to keep my mind off of feeling not great, like sick. Not the usual feeling not great. I had that stomach flu yesterday. I got probably 48 hours to make sure I'm good, and whatnot. But yeah, I want to take my mind off of that, and it's worked. It's holy crow. So Andy Cosco at the plate, over 3 on the day with a strikeout. Here's the pitch from Harrelson, 1-2, smacked to third, Kache over, throw. I don't even know, but at the bottom line is he threw to first, got the out, 2 away. What the heck? And by the way, the Bill Harrelson story has been outstanding in the replay. I mentioned him, talked about it earlier, and what can happen with pitchers who have some ability to K batters, and pitchers with he holds batters to 226 average, lefty and righty, the potential, his ERA in real life 5.08, 1-6, but the potential's there for something, unexpected in a replay. Oh boy, Rocky Colavito up. So Rocky Colavito, formerly of my Canada A's in Field of Dreams League. Rocky Colavito, hell of a player. Why does Rocky have to be up? Oh no, he could put him on and face Smith. I doubt he will. So Harrelson looks in for the sign from Egan. The pitch. 0-1. Oh my God, driven deep, and it's over. It's a no-hitter. It's a no-hitter where you allow runs. I want to get more excited, but I got other people living upstairs. But oh my goodness, Bill Harrelson with the no-hitter, yet allowed 2 runs in the ball game. So his final line, 9 innings pitched, no hits allowed, no home runs allowed, 5 walks, 5 Ks. But allowed 2 runs, but they were unearned. Final score: California 9, New York 2. I don't. Who cares about this? The game, the result. It doesn't mean anything in the standings, really. A no-hitter for Bill Harrelson. I absolutely love it for a number of reasons. I've went over them already, but yeah. Oh my God, great stuff. I'm gonna just. Okay, let's hit the OK button. I'm not going over any more of it. I'm just going to I don't know what's showing on the screen there now, though, but there is the box score. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, definitely a good game. Crazy good. Great game. I'm calling it a great game. I think I did a pretty good broadcast, too. Wish I could hire a color person, by the way. That would be wonderful. Get someone in here capable of doing the color. But thank you, Barbara, for showing up, and thank you for anyone else that watches it later. Oh man, I am pumped. It's 11:24. Yeah, it's late here. I know you didn't mention it, but I'm mentioning it. Got later than I thought, but hell of a ball game. Also, by the way, I'm going to throw this in. Happy anniversary to my mom and dad. I do not know what number they're on. I can get in trouble for that. When they were out celebrating their wedding anniversary, you know what? The number's so high that we can't even record it. We can't even. They're so old. And Anyway, but happy anniversary to my mom and dad out there. And hey, a no-hitter on their anniversary. And but I wish them the best going forward with their lives and everything. And yeah, I'm so bad. Yeah, well, yeah, no, I'm old too. Hey, I'm old, man. By the way, also, yeah, we'll throw it in. I didn't even talk about that. Yeah, this is my anniversary of my divorce. Well, it was my anniversary of. I was married on this day too, and it's been a while since I seen that woman. But I don't even know. I think it might have been our 25th or 26th if we were still together. But yeah, anyway, what a great game. I'm wired. I That's where you shouldn't even I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to play another game like for my other stuff. I'm gonna try. I gotta get a game in for 1933 and share it on the Discord and whatnot. But yeah, good night. So long. And final score, Angels 9, Yankees 2. Yankees get 2 runs without any hits. Bill Harrelson makes history. So long, everybody.